Hello, this is a video on how to play Pyramid Solitaire. Now, Pyramid Solitaire is a variation of Solitaire, and the objective is similar to Solitaire in that you want to, in this case, you want to get rid of all the cards in the pyramid. And so this is set up for us, but if you wanted to set it up in real life, all you would need to do is simply make a pyramid with cards, starting with one card at the top, two cards in the second row, three cards in the third row, overlapping each of the previous cards, four cards in the fourth row, five cards in the fifth row, six cards in the sixth row, and then seven cards in the seventh row. The objective of pyramid, so each additional row has an additional card, and it overlaps a row above it. And the remaining cards you have left, you'll place them in a singular deck below the pyramid. And so the object of the game is simple. You just want to remove every single card from the pyramid. And so cards are removed with a simple rule. If the cards add up to the value 13, then you remove that pair of cards. In this game, ace is equal to 1, king is equal to 13, queen is equal to 12, jack is equal to 11, and all other cards maintain their face value. So that means if you have a king by itself, since it equals 13, you can remove it by itself. That is the only card you can remove from the pyramid by yourself. So the way you play the game, so let's just, before we get into some more rules, let's just do a quick demo. You remove any pair available that equals 13 when you add them up. When you add up the two cards, the value on the two cards. And so an open card, you can only add up open cards. And so an open card is any card that is not being overlapped. So all the cards in the sixth row are being overlapped by the cards in the seventh row, and so on and so forth. So the only open cards right now are in the seventh row. What does this mean? This means we have to work our way from the bottom row onto the way up. And so essentially what you have to do is you have to, one second here. And so you have to add up two cards that equal 13. So it's simple. Only remove open cards that are not being overlapped. And so let's just do a quick demo here. So 8 and 5 equal 13. So we remove them there. And this is the discarded pile. And this is the waste pile. And so let's see. We have these cards aren't still open because they're still being overlapped by one card. And so let's see if we can make a move using some other cards. Jack and 2 equals 13. So this opens up one card in the second last row here. And so now, what is the objective? Well, now you have to think, what can I do in order to, now we have this pile over here. I haven't really talked about it, simply because, and so what we do in this situation is we draw a card from the top of the pile here. Now the rules are simple. So this is the discard pile and this is called the waste pile. The top card on the deck, so let's say we flip a card here. In this case it's probably a different version, but in other versions you can flip this card face up, and if these two cards add up to 13 you can remove them as well. And so the top card of the waste pile can be paired and removed from the pyramid if together they equal to 13. So in this case, a king equals 13 by itself, so it can just be removed. A queen does not equal 13 with anything here because we don't have an ace open. And so we have to see if we can have an open move. So we just keep flipping until we have a plausible move. We still can't make one. We still cannot make a move. We can make a move now. 9 and 4 add up to 13. We remove that. King adds up to 13. 8 and, well, in this case it's hard to make a move here. Let's see what we can do. 2, nope. So it looks like we'll flip again. And so you just keep flipping. And eventually if you run out of cards here, you flip this deck upside down. So it's face down again, because right now it's face up. And then you begin drawing cards again. You do not shuffle it. You simply flip the waste. So you obviously want to get as many cards as you can in the discard pile. But if you run out of cards from the draw pile, you simply flip the discard pile and begin drawing again. And so what you have to do now is really think about what is possible here. We have a 10 here. A 10 cannot currently be combined with anything, and so it's not a plausible move. A 2 cannot be combined with anything to add up to 13. A 7 and a 6 can be combined to add up to 13. So we can make that move. A 9, not currently. A 6, not currently. A 10, nope. An ace, unfortunately not. A 9. Now you just want to keep checking. Does anything add up to 13 with this? A 7, nope. Actually a 7 did, so I'm going to undo that. And we'll go 7 and 6. And now we can begin adding open cards together. Now once again I feel like we're stuck, so we keep flipping. And so you get the hang of it. It's quite a simple game. A jack and a 2 can be removed. An ace cannot be removed with anything currently. A 4 cannot remove anything, and so a 3 cannot remove anything. So we reset. So once again, you just saw that sequence there. It unflipped, and then it flipped the draw pile face down, and we begin drawing again. We have a queen. That means we need an ace. We don't have one. We have a 4. Doesn't work. We have a 3. It's not working. We have a 5. 5 and 8 can be removed. And so this opens up quite a lot more possibilities. So we just keep flipping once again until we can add up to 13. 11 plus 2 adds up to 13. Now I'm going to undo that because we had a 10 and a 3 there. That adds up to 13. And then a 7 and a 6 adds up to 13. A king can just be removed. A queen and an ace add up to 13. A king can just be removed. And so, as you can see, this is a very simple game. You just want to look for cards that add up to 13. You can lose in the fact if you keep trying to use this draw deck and you cannot make any move left, then you have effectively lost the game. But overall, the objective of the game is just to finish the game as fast as possible in as few moves as possible. And so we're getting high cards here, but we need a couple low cards. 10 and 3, that works. 10 and 3, that works, sorry. And so now we'll reset this. Flips it over again. And now we can begin trying. 7 and 6 can add up to 13. 10. Ace. 9. A jack and a 2 add up to 13. There are no more possible moves left. So what does this mean? This means that we have effectively actually lost the game. If you can't make any more moves left from this deck, you have lost the game. And so it can happen, so you do have to be careful. But that's Pyramid Solitaire. It's quite a simple game. It's quite fun. And honestly, it's a bit of a spin on regular Solitaire, but it's quite a fun game. It's simple to learn, and it can be played by yourself. So if you don't have a friend yet, if you don't have a friend with you, you can play the game and just have fun. So yeah, that's it guys. Thank you.